Hey y'all, Crazy Pop here, and today we're making one of my favorite things to make on a Blackstone. We're making some street tacos. There's a million different ways to make street tacos. Today we're going to do steak and shrimp street tacos with some homemade Pico De Gallo right here on this Blackstone. Really quick cook, going to be super simple, not a whole lot to it, but it's going to be so good in the end, I promise you. So stick around, you ain't going to want to miss how it all turns out. Now, if you're looking for any other recipes we've done, look down in the description. There's a recipe play link, or look right up here. You can't miss it. Click on that. Takes you to all our great recipes we've done, and even some bad ones. There's a few mixed in there. You can't never tell what you like, what you don't like. If you don't see what you're looking for, hit us up. Let me know. I'm taking suggestions. Would love to hear some things. Now, if you look for any other things we've done, our TikToks, our other YouTube channels, other places we're at, our Pinterest, our Instagrams, you know, all that good stuff, even Facebook. All that is down there in the link tree in that description. Also, click on that. It'll take you to my link tree, and you can click on anything that may pique your interest. Can't ever tell what you might like, what you don't like. But hey, please go check it out. We'd love to have you on all our platforms. Now, we got to fire this thing up, and we got to show you some groceries. Let's get the whole thing fired up here, y'all. We're going 3 burners like I normally do. I like to keep a side over here, just a warm side, just in case I need to slide things over. Y'all, I'm going down to low for this cook. Let's talk about some groceries, y'all. Right here I have some small peeled, deveined, tail off shrimp. I have some sirloin steak back here. I have some tequila lime seasoning that we're going to use to season it. We're not going to use a traditional taco seasoning. This stuff is really good on steak and shrimp and a lot of other things. We got some corn tortillas, and I'm not using flour. If you want to use flour, that's perfectly fine. But for street tacos, I prefer the corn. Now over here, we're going to make some homemade Pico De Gallo. So we do have a lime, have some cilantro, we got some jalapenos, got a nice little tomato here, we got some salt, and we got some pepper. We're going to make that up. Now I do have some toppings back here. Got to have the Cholula, and you know, we have some salsa verde and some other toppings back here. So that's it, y'all. That is it. So now while our griddle's heating up, let's make that Pico De Gallo. Y'all, I forgot all about an onion when I mentioned the ingredients for the Pico De Gallo. So don't forget the onion. But speaking of onion, let's get it cut up. Now, I'm not going to need this entire onion, but I am going to use some of it. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to take it and slice it in half, and then at this point, I'm just going to take it and we're going to dice it up, y'all. Don't have to be nothing fancy. You make as much as you want. Going to take it like this, turn it, and we're going to make thin slices. Now I don't need a lot of onion in mine. I think that'll work right there. So we'll take what we diced up right here, put some of that into the bowl, like so. Now, let's cut something else. Let's do our tomato next. Same thing, I just need a couple slices of this tomato right here. Now what we're gonna do is just dice it up. Now, I'm sure you have your own technique of dicing, because mine, don't follow me. Mine's awful. But I do get it diced up. I guess that's what matters in the end, ain't it? And the good thing about Pico De Gallo is you can add or take away however you want to do it. So if you like a lot of tomatoes, hey, add a lot of tomatoes. I think that right there is going to be great for what I'm looking for. Let's get this jalapeno next. Now what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to core the inside of it out. I don't want all of that in there in my Pico De Gallo. Now if you do, that's perfectly fine. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not taking all the seeds out, just some. Now if you want a really spicy pico, hey, add more jalapeno. That's perfectly fine. You do you. Now what I'm gonna do here is just a rough cut, just kind of rough chop it. Because I like the sizes of the dices to be different sizes. I don't like it to all be the same. Man, there you go. That's what I'm looking for right there. Let's add that in, like so. Now, let's add the cilantro. Let's do a little bit of cilantro, y'all. Now, you don't need much cilantro. At least I don't think so. Cilantro is pretty strong, but it gives it a great flavor. You just want to chop it and mince it up. And there again, when you're making your own pico, make everything the size you want it. That's completely your call. Let's add that cilantro in there. There we go. All right, time to do the lime. I'm gonna take it and just kind of roll it, soften that lime up. Make it easier to get all that juice out of it. Take it, just cut it in half. We'll squeeze half of it right into this. I need a juicer. I need a juicer bad. But anyhow, we'll squeeze half of it right into here. Just like so. Now, add you a little bit of salt, fresh cracked pepper, and just give it a good mix. And there you have homemade Pico De Gallo. Think about that, y'all. See how easy Pico De Gallo is to make? Let's try it out. Oh, that's perfect. All right, I'm seeing white smoke. That only tells me one thing. It's time to get some groceries up on the griddle. So let's throw down this steak and this shrimp. Put down a bit of oil across the griddle here. I'm gonna throw this shrimp down over here. I'm gonna throw this steak down over here. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with some seasoning. Let's mix things up a little bit. Oh, the smell of that seasoning coming off this griddle already, y'all. It's amazing. And it won't take long for none of this to be ready. You see I cut this sirloin up into small pieces. Which I feel like this sirloin's already gonna need more seasoning. We'll go ahead and hit it with some more. Oh, why not hit the shrimp too? That tequila lime is some good stuff. Let that shrimp cook. That steak is already browning up. I tell you what, this griddle looks amazing and it smells even better. Man, that steak just a sizzling over here. And all the shrimp going already. Got the tequila lime seasoning. These are gonna be some good tacos. I think I'm gonna go ahead and throw down a couple of these jalapenos on here and let them blister up a little bit. Throw them back there. Let's stir this shrimp up real quick, y'all. Give the steak a good stirring. And as far as the steak goes, if you want to use ribeye, if you want to use sirloin, whatever you want to use, by all means use it. I just chose some sirloin. And the reason I went with the small shrimp is because I'm making street tacos. Now if I was making regular tacos, I might go with the medium or maybe even the large, but for the smaller ones, I went with the small shrimp. So just come in here and stir the shrimp and steak up until they're done. Oh yeah, steak's looking good, y'all. So is that shrimp. All right, I do believe everything's ready. Let's make us some tacos, y'all. There we go. I believe I could eat this just straight off the griddle. Man, this is gonna be so good. I do believe everything is ready. So let's slide everything over. Clean up the griddle just a little bit. Let's warm up some of the corn tortillas. So slide all this over, like so. Got a little bitty blister on them peppers. Not quite, we'll keep these over here for just a second. How's that? Like so. Clean the griddle. Look at that, y'all. Comes right up. Not an issue. All right, it's time to throw these corn tortillas down. Let's get them on here. We're just gonna kind of warm them up. Get them going. Move you out the way over here. Now steam coming off here. So it won't take but just a second. They're gonna be ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and kill the heat on the griddle and let the residual heat keep these things warm. Get some steak and shrimp on each one of these. Load them up like you want them. That's the good part about these right here. I think this one here could use a little more. What y'all think? That one too. Let's add some Pico De Gallo, some of them. Now some people around here, they're weird. I'll admit, they don't like this. So I'm not gonna put them on all of them, but I am gonna put them on mine. There we go. I'm gonna get these two. Well, I think I'm gonna have 3. I'm a growing boy. There we go. Like that there. Now I forgot to mention this when I showed you the ingredients. We got some cojita cheese here we're gonna dust everything with. Let's just dust it all on there. Put these limes down here. Kind of help draw out some juice if we want it. Spread our peppers around, let them finish doing their thing. And y'all check out this pretty griddle. What y'all think about this right here? These steak and shrimp tacos. Street tacos. I'd eat these off the street any day. Man, these things are looking good. It wasn't that super simple. I mean, that's why I love street tacos on the Blackstone. Man, you can make them any kind of way you want and it feeds an army. It don't take a lot of food. You can feed a lot of people. Speaking of feeding people, I gotta try out this shrimp and steak taco right here. I'll put a little Cholula on mine. Yeah, buddy. Here's to you. Oh boy. Perfect. Wow. That homemade Pico De Gallo has really got a great flavor to this. It really steps it up a notch. That killer lime seasoning on this steak and shrimp together. It all blends together perfectly. Top of that Cholula, can't beat that. Now, I told you before, use whatever kind of taco shells you want. I like, for street tacos, I like the corn. That's my preference. Let me know down below what you like. Would love to know. But for right now, I got 3 more of these to eat, probably more to make. So, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.